Hey guys, it's Jacob. I'm here, again, talking about Spanish, per usual. Anyways, I'm here today discussing the subjunctive in Spanish. The subjunctive mood, I should say. Which has been giving me a hard time. It's been kind of difficult to learn, so I figured I might as well teach it, because why not? So the subjunctive, as I understand it, it is used when you want to express wishes, desires, preferences, if you will. So yeah, it's used for that. But it's also used for, advice. If you want to give advice to somebody, es mejor que tú hables a tu profesora acerca del español. It's better that you speak to your professor about Spanish, not me. But it's also used to que plus verbs. These statements, wishes and blessings, que descansas, that you sleep well, que duermas bien, that you sleep well, que te mejores, that you get well, que disfrutes, may you enjoy the trip, que disfrutes el viaje. It's also used when you're speaking. Like, let's say in this context, you're looking for something, you're searching for something, but that thing isn't exactly defined. So let's say you're searching for somebody who has a particular set of skills or qualities, but they're not a person that you actually know. They're not somebody that you can visually, think of, that you can think of in your imagination, that you can reference. They're not an actual person. They're more so of an idea of a person. And it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thing, too. It's like an idea of a thing. But it's not actually a thing. It's not something that you know of. It's not something that you can go and grab. It's an idea of a thing. So, for example, in English, let's say I'm looking for a phone that has a 100-day battery life. Right? It's an idealized thing. It's like an ideal. That is when you would use the subjunctive. Now, if this phone... now, let's say I am looking for that phone that has a 100-day battery life, as unrealistic as that sounds. Don't get confused. This has nothing to do with realism or any of that. It's just the context of conversation. But let's say I'm looking for that phone that has a 100-day battery life. You know the one I'm talking about? Oh, the so-and-so and so-and-so phone. Got you. Here you go. That'll be your life savings. It's different. When you're speaking of something that already exists, let's say, oh, that guy that works at Chick-fil-A, you're speaking of something tangible. You're speaking of something or someone that is there. You would not use the subjunctive tense. So, there is a difference. And an example that I will use, and I will do it in Spanish, is estoy buscando, which means I am searching. So, for this example, I will use a person, but remember, it can be a thing. It does not have to always be a person. So, let me bring this over to a clear version of the whiteboard. Estoy buscando por algo. Alguno. Estoy buscando por alguno. And let's say that they have a particular skill that we want. We'll use listen. Let's say we want this person to be able to listen. So, I am looking for somebody that can listen good. or that listens good. I'll use listens as a way to challenge myself because poder is too easy. I'm looking for somebody that listens good. Estoy buscando por alguno que escuche bien. So the difference is with the verb. This is really the only thing that changes in the subjunctive. It is the verbs. And not necessarily in their infinitive forms, but in their conjugated forms when they take on a pronoun. You know, like I speak, yo hablo, you speak, tú hablas, she speaks, ella habla, such. Then the verb will change. So, and an indicative sense, escuchar, which means to speak, in its infinitive form, to speak, is conjugated as so in the indicative for the third person. Escucha. So, you know, it could be like, él escucha, he listens. Or it could be, ella escucha, she listens. This is a bit more, like, definite. Like, she listens, he listens, they listen, you know? But in this sense, it's a bit more of an idealized trait. It's not definite. It's not a tangible thing. It's just like kind of a hope for a thing, right? So it would become escuché. Hey, I'm back again, talking about more Spanish. So, more in the subjunctive. We have these phrases here. Para que, so that, con tal de que, as long as, en caso de que, in the event that, or, you know, in case. A menos que, unless, sin que, without, antes de que, before. So these are phrases that, when used, trigger the subjunctive. Why? I can't tell you. It's just the context. Honestly, all I can pick up on is the context. So, essentially, para que pueda hablar con ustedes, that's how it'd be used. It's just used in this weird context. I don't fully understand it. I'm having a hard time with it. It's okay if you don't understand it. Just know that with these phrases here, in this particular context that I'm trying to attempt to convey in the best way possible, it triggers the subjunctive. I'm sorry, I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes trying to understand this. It's not possible. It's not working. I'm back. This is how, we're going to conjugate. We're going to do the conjugations for AR verbs, ER, and IR verbs. ER and IR verbs have the same conjugation, so you don't really have to worry about them as much. But with AR verbs, you know, and we'll use my favorite word in Spanish for writing out examples. I really need to change it up a little bit because I'm kind of getting complacent in it. But we'll use hablar, right? We'll use hablar because it's easy. And because I'm trying to explain a concept, I'm not trying to teach myself vocabulary. Hablar. So, In an indicative sense, it would be conjugated in this manner as so. It would be hablar, and then you would get hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos. This is assuming you'll actually know what I'm talking about here, but this is first person, second person, third person, first person, second person, third person. This is singular, this is plural. Easiest way to think about it. Habláis, hablan. You know, a lot of Latin Americans, they'll say Vosotros is the language of the colonizers, the conquistadors, but it's really not. Vosotros is used in like Spain, and that's the form of Spanish from the Spaniards who stayed in Spain. It's just a fun little nerdy goof-off thing. The Spanish that's spoken in Latin America is really the language of the conquistadors. Just fun fact. But anyways, that is how it's normally conjugated. Habla, hablo, hablamos, habláis, hablan, hablas. That's it. But in the subjunctive, it becomes hable, hablemos, habléis, hablen, hable, hables. So it becomes, so I'll just do like a separate little conjugation thing here. E, es, e. Hemos, eis, en. So you take your infinitive form, hablar, take off the last two letters, and then you attach these endings to them. And that's what I did in these examples. I hope nobody got confused by that, but this is mainly for my own understanding. I'm doing this for myself. Now with ERIR, I'm going to go ahead and do the conjugations to show you that it has nothing to do with, hablar, just concept separation here. So you would end up with a, as, a, or as, a, amos, ais, arm. And I'm using poder because I'm lazy. And again, I'm not doing vocabulary today. I'm not. My brain's not in it. Sorry, guys. So, this will become... Let's do an example of how poder is normally conjugated first. So you would take poder. Ignore my E. Oh, actually, you can't even see that. This is poder. Ignore my E. Or my D, I should say. But you take off the ER. You get Pod. And let's just go ahead and do all three, So I just want to show how this is normally conjugated. Actually, no. It's a stem changing weird thing. Hold on, I'm sorry. I do not like the stem changes. Puede, 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 pod, pod, puede. I remember this now, actually. Cool. So you'd get puedo, puedes, puede, pueden, podéis, podamos, podemos, not podamos. As such. But in the subjunctive, you would get pueda, puedas, pueda, puedan, podáis, podamos. That's how you would conjugate it. So you would say, espero que pueda hablar con ustedes. Espero que pueda ayudarme. Espero que pueda ayudarme. You hope that you can teach me. Espero que podamos estar juntos. I hope we can be together. That's how it's used.